Alright, it is Friday, April the 3rd, 2020. My name is Dustin. This is my journal. Another day, another dollar, another dream, another paradise world we live in. Now we just still out here going through it, existing as I'm sure you are if you're watching this live. If you're watching this sometime in the future, then right now we were going through something, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just making the most of it, making the most of my time, trying to be consistent with these journals and doing some other things on YouTube and, you know, trying to just learn a new skill or just have some fun or something, right? Actually got to go up to my pops tomorrow, go see my dad, shout out my dad, and get my summer tires put on my vehicle. Got a 2016 Honda CRV, and we got to get the summer tires put on that 'cause it's got the winter tires on there right now. Other than that, not a whole lot, planned because you can't really make plans nowadays. You just gotta take them as they come and just watch the news if you want to watch the news, or not watch the news if you don't want to watch the news. That's totally, totally up to you. I advise, at least in these times, just being aware of what's going on, and I want to send my prayers and my condolences out to everybody who's really, really going through it right now. I don't know what the future holds for us. Hopefully it doesn't hold the same, but we can't all be so lucky. So that said, my condolences, my prayers, my thoughts, everything, all that stuff that sounds corny, but it really isn't. Just all of that out to all the people out there and what they're going through. Now, I keep seeing this post on people's Facebook. It's a really interesting post, so let me see if I could bring it up and just kind of give you my iteration of it. Let me just search for someone who has it on their Facebook. See if I can find somebody I know. Okay, so I think it's, so let me just give you my iteration of it. It's just this list that I just seen going through on Facebook. And I'm not writing down this, everyone, because everyone's writing it down as their Facebook status. So I'm just gonna say it on video, right, and see if it shows up. So one day this will show up in my memory feed. I want it to remember. They're currently now. Let's see how many there are. In Canada, there are currently 12,545 cases. Gas, in and of itself, is approximately 69.9 cents. School's been canceled since March 13th, and it's April 3rd. Until May 1st, but they're probably not going back to September if they go back in September. Self-distancing measures are on the rise. That's pretty much the norm now. Tape on the floors at grocery stores and other stores to help distance shoppers 2 meters from each other. So yeah, we got tape on all our floors at all of our stores and whatnot now. Limited number of people inside stores, therefore lineups outside the store doors. So I've mentioned that already here on this journal. We have we have lineups outside the stores. It's getting late. I'm getting tired, so I'm having trouble reading. But we've got lineups outside the stores. We got queues, like you're at a bank or something. What else we got here? Hand washing stations in the store entrance and plexiglass barriers installed around the cashier checkouts. That's interesting. We got plexiglass at the cashier checkouts. I don't know if that protects them or not, but placebo effect, I guess. Non-essential stores and businesses mandated closed. Parks, trails, entire cities locked up. Yeah, it's definitely happening. Not the norm, but it is happening. Entire sports seasons canceled. Yeah, I don't see the NHL or NBA season finishing off this year. They kind of just deaded it. Who knows? Baseball, probably not going to happen this year. We're probably not going to get a 2020 baseball season. And who knows if we get a 2020, 2021 NBA, NFL, NHL season when they're supposed to restart. Who knows? Concerts, tours, festivals, entertainment events canceled. So yeah, I wanted to buy tickets to go see Rage Against the Machine this summer because they reunited. They were gonna do you know, reunion shows. Also want to see Deftones and a few other shows. Deftones is my favorite band, and yeah, I doubt those concerts are gonna happen. So that definitely sucks. Weddings, family celebrations, holidays, gatherings canceled. So yeah, definitely. As of right now, pretty much any gatherings or anything like that are canceled. Somebody did ask me potentially to DJ their wedding, and they unfortunately had to cancel their wedding. My boy Pat and his lady Alyssa, I don't know if they just put their wedding on hold or what are they doing with their wedding, but I think right now that's on hold, and I know other people that's happened to, so that definitely sucks. I know somebody who couldn't really host their child's first birthday party, and I'm sure there's lots of graduations. And man, I gotta feel bad. I really feel bad for all the seniors in high school and seniors in college and university who needed this year maybe to not only graduate some of the athletes and some of the other people, right? But we're just scraping the surface. No masses. Churches are closed. So churches, synagogues, mosques, I'm sure temples, all that stuff where they have mass gatherings. That's closed at the moment. No gatherings of 50 or more, then 20 or more, now 5 or more. So yeah, so unless you live in a house that has 5 or more people, or you have to go somewhere and there's just happens to be 5 or more people there, pretty much not allowed, and they're really trying to crack down on that. Don't socialize with anyone outside of your home. So yeah, so that really sucks. I don't exactly know, what safety precautions I can take when I go to my dad's tomorrow. I have to go there, get some stuff done. Like I have to get my tires from there and store my tires there, and he's gonna throw them on for me rather than pay for somebody else to do that. Maybe I should pay for somebody else to do that, but who knows, right? Okay. Children's outdoor parks are closed. Yeah, they're taped up. They don't want kids playing at the park. Work at distance from each other. Yeah, we are at least 6 feet. Okay, in Canada, storage of masks, gowns, gloves for our frontline workers. Okay, so we have a shortage. Sorry, not storage, shortage. Like I said, it's late and having trouble reading. Shortage of ventilators for the critically ill. Yeah, we're probably getting there. Panic buying sets in, and we have no toilet paper. No, we have toilet paper. It might just be overpriced right now. No disinfectant supplies. Very hard to find. No paper towels. Those were a little hard to find. No hand sanitizer. Yeah, that's getting harder and harder to find. I'm touching my face. I shouldn't be touching my face, but I'm in my house. I wash my hands. So shelves are bare at times, and most are being restocked nightly. So that's definitely true. I've mentioned that many times in these daily journals that just going and trying to get food at certain times, you know, not a lot of beef, not a lot of chicken, not a lot of eggs, not a lot of milk, certain things lacking. Manufacturers, distillers, and other businesses switch their lines to help make visors, masks, hand sanitizer, and PPE. True. We are seeing that. Shout out those guys. Salute. Thank you very much. We definitely appreciate that. Government closes the border to all non essential travel, calls Canadians home, and makes it mandatory to self isolate, for 14 days. Definitely true. If you were out of the country and you just got home, you have to stay in for 14 days and self isolate. That's at least what they're asking you to do. Self fitness and jail time price gouging on essential items. It's bound to happen. I remember actually saying this was going to happen on my Facebook about a month ago, a month and a half, and a lot of people tried to call me out and say that it wouldn't. It's happening though. Stadiums and recreational facilities open up for the overflow of COVID-19 patients. I think it's happening. I don't know if that's happened here yet. I haven't seen that really happen here yet, but it seems like it's on the way to happening. Press conferences daily from Prime Minister Trudeau. Yep. In Ontario, Premier Doug Ford gives daily updates on Ontario's new cases, recoveries of COVID-19, and any new bylaws, rules, government incentives to stay home. Yeah, We're getting daily press conferences. Barely anyone on the streets and the roads. I don't know. I live on the Danforth. Still got a lot of people in the streets and roads. I have a lot of homeless people in my area. No fault of their own. I don't want to shame them. And we also have a methadone clinic, not meth, but a methadone clinic. And as the weather gets warmer, you definitely notice a lot of people who use heroin and other drugs in my area, just my section of Danforth. They're still out there. People wearing masks and gloves outside, most deaf. There was a video that popped up about a week and a half ago, ironically, from the grocery store in my area where girls were wearing masks and they were getting cussed out. I didn't understand it because everybody was already wearing masks in the area. And I think now, if you go to that same grocery store and you weren't wearing a mask, you get called out for that, right? So you get called out for not wearing a mask now. So things switch like that. All right. Essential service workers are terrified to go to work. Some are. Medical field workers are afraid to go home to their families. 1 million applications for employment insurance as people go without. Like I said, a lot of us ain't working. I haven't applied yet. I gotta apply soon. This is a novel coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic declared on March 11th, 2020. Well, it is now April 3rd. Friday, April 3rd, 2020. All right, so be thankful, be grateful. Shit, I am thankful and I'm grateful for what I have. And if you're watching this in real time, be thankful and grateful for what you have. And if you're watching it in the future, I hope a lot of bad stuff didn't happen. Trying to keep myself positive. Stuff, like I said, got a lot to live for, got a lot to look forward to. Keep it moving, keep it grinding. We're human. We always figure a way out of this. So I'm gonna keep doing these journals. It's entertaining. I'm having fun. And as they progress, man, they won't be so doom and gloom. It's just the shock and the onset that I see happening, and I just really see with other people. And with me, it's like I've kind of already accepted it. I've been following this story since January. Um, you know, Shout out to all my dudes who hit up the message board, thekali.com. That's my message board as a hip hopper. And they have a sub forum in there called, TLR, the learning room. And I'm sorry, higher learning, not the locker room. They have one there called higher learning. And, it was there that I read about some missing journalists in China. And eventually the story morphed into a virus that was there. And it just piqued my interest. And I followed the story ever since. And a few people online who really, talk about the story every day, like Agenda Free TV and Peak Prosperity and Dr. John Campbell and Box Mining. And they're the people that have really kept me abreast on this because they seem to be the ones who don't have any monetary investments, aren't afraid to tell you how it is, and update you as everything progresses. And that's very, very important, peer reviewed information, not just information that's thrown out there, cited information, peer reviewed information, information that actually is backed up by other people and reliable sources, not just your friend down the hallway. And I don't feel like everybody kind of has the ability to understand how important it is to cite your sources or have strong sources that are peer reviewed and are reliable, you know. But there are other things too. Twitter. Twitter's been amazing. Twitter, you could hone right in on an account and just go right in, follow it, and follow that thread and other people in that area, almost geo-tracking an event in real time as it's going on and just seeing from the ground up. And, a lot of people are just relying on YouTube and the videos that are going up on YouTube weeks and days later. You could tweak the algorithm. You could search for stuff that's been loaded in the last hour, right? So search for the newest information, the most up-to-date information. Don't wait to be told. Search for it yourself and then decide if that information is coming from a reliable source, a reputable source. But you can tweak your algorithms. You can find all this stuff if you want, right? People rather have their opinions handed to them by somebody else. And in this time, in this pandemic, that's dangerous. You can't let other people think for you. You have to think for yourself. And you have to think about survival. Because at this point, it doesn't per se matter where the virus came from. We'll find the truth out. But what matters is that you survive long enough to find that truth out. And if you're just relying on the next person's opinion or what they think about this, you're not going to make it out, or you're not going to make it out the same. You need to think about yourself, your family, your sanity, your safety. At least that's where my head is at now, aside from the things that I have to look forward to down the road when things level out and get back to normal. All right, so been rambling. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. But before I do that, just want to say one love. Peace. One love, y'all.